I don't know what's more horrific. You go to have a smoke and your lighter is out of fuel. Or maybe you didn't maintain your pipe and something is clogged in the stem. Or what if the tobacco that you go to smoke just isn't that great? One of the tricks to being a YouTuber who reviews tobacco is deciding on what to review. Because it's unrealistic that everything I smoke, one, is going to be an enjoyable experience for me, and two, would be a blend that I would recommend you try, regardless of my experience. Because listen, if I was somebody who maybe didn't like Englishes, I might try an English, and the flavor might not be for me, but it might still be a decent English. In that case, I'd probably say give it a shot. But there's some tobacco blends out there. They call themselves aromatics. Before I continue, I would just like to preface this video that this is in no way, shape, or form a knock on these brands or anything other than my opinion. Because let me tell you, I've got a lot of really, really good tobacco that I'd like to try. A lot of it. Gwaith Hogarth. I just got this tin in. This coffee caramel or coffee caramel blend. It sounds amazing. It smells really good too. I wish I was smoking any of that. But today, the two mixtures I have are the Royal Yacht mixture from Peterson. And Gold Navy Cut from Capstan. Now I haven't tried blue, okay? So don't get all up in a fuss just yet. The blue might be better than this. But man, so here's the deal. What we have here are two Virginia blends. Oops, all Virginia. And of course, I just happen to have a tin that resealed itself. There we go. So this is the Royal Yacht. And the tin note, just opening it up. And I have smoked this twice. I smoked it once, had an experience, thought I'm gonna give it another shot, smoked it again, and now I'm here to smoke it again with you guys. So right off the bat, it is very dry. And yes, it came that way. This, in the research I did, is various Virginias. All right. And the way this is described, they don't really give you any discernible fragrant notes. It is supposed to be an aromatic. And when you read through the Virginias, some being, you know, Virginia's grown in shade and or soft smoking, but they have a, was it a piquant smoke? Essentially, it's a enjoyably strong smoke. I don't know what to make of that. And I've been thinking about doing this video for a while, by the way. But the reason why I'm doing it today is because, as I posed earlier, I don't know what is more haunting: the lighter being out of fuel, something malfunctioning with your pipe, or just an unenjoyable smoke. What do you do with a tin of tobacco that you don't care for, that your friends don't care for, and I don't even necessarily want to throw it into my garden? Maybe I put it in a fire pit. Not sure. But I get it. Maybe this is for a more refined palate than mine. Maybe. Maybe I'm asking too much from a all Virginia blend. Maybe Virginia blends, again, that are just all Virginia just aren't for me. That's okay. I'm gonna fill this up halfway. This is, doing this for you guys. And again, like if you really like this, that's awesome. I mean, I hope for the most part, whatever tobaccos you guys have smoked over the years have been good experiences. Because if they're not, what's the point of smoking it? Let me get this warmed up here. Now, right off the bat, it's just a very strong tobacco leaf flavor on my palate. In fact, I'd say it's almost similar to if I was smoking a cigarillo, which for about a week I smoked Black and Milds like 15 years ago. Try to do a retrohale. Oh, it's harsh. When you try to get any sort of discernible aroma out of it, it's smoky. And maybe that's what this has come to. Maybe for me, the problem is smoking to just get smoke is not what I'm after. That to me does not make an enjoyable experience. It kind of bites you. And I mean the smoke does, I don't mean my tongue. But the smoke it bites. It's maybe you could say like a tang to it, but it really is just a heavy tobacco leaf flavor. Which is fine, it's tobacco. It's gonna taste like tobacco. It's to some extent. It should. But this is just, okay, so here's a good example. The Gwaith Hogarth that me and the Viking Piper had while we were out at Hocking Hills a few weeks back. We were super excited to try it. it was a twist in its packing. So it was not a ribbon cut. It was a twist. Kind of looks like a cigar almost. And we sliced that up and we crumbled it, packed it into our pipes. It was our first time ever trying a twist and ever trying that brand. So it was hard to know what to expect. But that was not an enjoyable experience. We both struggled to get a whole lot of smoke out of it. It seemed, I wouldn't even say it was overly moist. It just wasn't taking to the flame. It wasn't smoldering. We had to keep relighting it. And it was just, it was not enjoyable, and it was I believe the leaves that are used in that, there's no topping, there's nothing to it. It is just a raw, either burley or Virginia leaf that is used. Which kind of reminds me of this, in that there's, I mean, this is just Virginia. Now there is definitely some yellow or golden Virginia in here, so this has plenty of filler. But then I'm pretty sure that's either a red or brown, probably a red, which is fine. As a Virginia type, you know, I should get some kind of fruity notes or something from it. But I know I think there's 3 or 4 different types of Virginias in this. And they're supposed to produce a good amount of smoke, have that bite to it. And I guess if you're just going off of the description on like pipesandscigars.com, yeah, maybe it checks those boxes. In which case, I shouldn't have ordered it. But hey, you know, you live, you learn. So that's fine. But I will say, I can't personally recommend it. If you're someone who is all about just Virginia only blends, this one might be kind of fun for you. But it's just not for me. And you know, it's just, it's not as fun to do a review of tobacco when it's just not an enjoyable experience. I want all of these to be enjoyable. I mean, just on some level, I want to get something out of them, especially if it's an aromatic. If it's an aromatic, it shouldn't be harsh. It shouldn't be rough on the retrohale, and it's just, there's no part of smoking this that's enjoyable. So, all right, enough of that. The reason I got this, okay, was because I've heard so many good things about the blue capstan, right? Now, I couldn't find the blue capstan. It was out of stock. It's like perpetually out of stock. So I thought, okay, well, I'll try the brother to blue capstan. I'll try yellow capstan. Or, you know. Which this is a gold navy cut. I believe it's ready rubbed. Yeah, ready rubbed. Okay. So this was also kind of a first for me. So it's like, you look at it here, it's like a ribbon cut, right? But it's really thick and coarse. Which is funny because this is ready rubbed. But I still rub it a bit more. I get that it breaks down a little bit, but it's so coarse to the point where if I try to pack this into my pipe, and maybe, again, if if I'm just out of line, if I'm just way off course on any of this, by all means, let me know, guys. This is a learning experience for me. And again, like if any of you guys like these blends, that's awesome. I am not gonna knock anybody for what they smoke with their pipe tobacco, but it's just not for me. But anyway, so I still rub this down a little bit just to break it down a little bit more, because it's just a little bit firm. But once I get it just a little bit softer, just rubbing it through my hands there, then I go and I pack my pipe. And again, I'm just gonna fill half a bowl here. But this is also just Oops All Virginia. But you know, there are good Virginia only blends out there. That 25 year from Cornell and Deal, of course. That was a limited release. It was the 25 year Dawn. Yeah, I got the Dawn. That that's Virginia's. Now it's 25-year-old Virginia's, and it's, you know, mixed by the master himself, Jeremy Reeves. So, of course it's good. I'm not at all biased either. Now this one is not as harsh as the Royal Yacht mixture. Again, the only problem I have with this is that there just isn't any anything there for me to pick up on. You know, it's just I get the flavor of the tobacco as a tobacco leaf, but there's not even, you know, because these different tobacco leaves, of all the many varieties that there are, depending upon how you mix them and their ages, etc., you can get various notes. I mean, all the different tins that you and I have read, you know, it's not all, oh, well, they put a topping on that or a casing. It's like, no, actually, like, legitimately, that's the point of these tobacconists, these master blenders. They understand all these components and they can put them together and they can make some really amazing things. But with these, it almost feels, you know, maybe purist in some way. It's like, well, it's all Virginia's. This is what it's supposed to be. In which case, again, that's fine. I learned through trial and error that these are not for me. But if I can't draw on my pipe and get, even if the flavor was just mostly tobacco, if I can't get some kind of aroma that I find enjoyable, I'm just not going to smoke it. I think that's fair, right? You know, we all know that Peterson makes some great stuff. I mean, the early morning pipe and nightcap are two of my favorites. Two of my favorite English mixtures. I love those. See, this one, at least, I feel like I'm actually getting something out of this one. The capstan. The smoke is, it's not bad. And I will say that it is not rough on the retrohale. Not like the Royal Yacht. You, like, if you can retrohale Royal Yacht, okay. I'm impressed. Because that one is just, it's so gruff. But this one, it's not bad. It's not. There's almost, if I had to discern some sort of flavor from that, I would say that there is a sweetness to this tobacco. It's very mild, which I know the golden, I call it yellow, golden navy cut capstan is supposed to be mild compared to the blue, which is why I really wanted to try the blue, because it sounds like it has a little bit more going on. So yeah, I mean, it's okay. Let me know what you guys think, and if any of you have had the blue capstan and this golden navy cut, let me know which one you prefer, if either. And if you're just not a fan of Oops All Virginia blends, let me know that as well. This isn't bad. It is still a little strong on the smoke, but I would smoke the capstan over the Royal Yacht any day if I had to. If you gave me one tin of tobacco and said, here's your two options, and sent me out into the wilderness with a full lighter, of course, probably some pipe matches, I'd say, okay, I'll take the capstan. I prefer to take neither, but I'm going to want to smoke, and if those are my only two options, capstan it is. Well, I hope this video doesn't give you nightmares. I promise you these smokes won't. Just, never going to smoke these two again. It's okay. Man. I have so many other good options. There was a sale on Rivertown Tobacco Works, and I, of course, got like 1 or 2 ounces of each because it was so cheap. Oh, Maple cask. Mystic Moor. Hazelnut Hollow. See, so much more fun coming up. If for some reason you want to watch me suffer even more on smoking something, check out that video with me and the Viking Piper when we were out in Hocking Hills smoking the Gwaith Hogarth twist that we tried. Maybe we'll get a laugh out of it. If not, cherry's more your thing, check out one of my cherry videos. Man. See, I'm already giving Gwaith Hogarth another shot here. It just sounds good. Coffee caramel. I don't know. I'm taking these and I'm gonna go smoke something. I'm gonna go smoke something that is much more enjoyable. I'll talk to you guys later. Yeah.